we go up the employees ramp to work. Let's see who's up ahead.
The layoff for some reason.
And here we are getting on the elevator.
Oh no.
It's going to be some rarity.
I really hate being on camera. And with the old working.
Crunch smile for the camera.
I've got to finish this. Oh, what shall I say?
Lenny, what are you
Good
doing?
morning.
Where are you going? Where are you going tomorrow?
I really don't.
You're supposed to say I'm going to Disneyland. Yeah. Pardon?
San Bernardino.
San Bernardino. Did you get your interview?
No, but I'm just going to check on it.
Well, good luck. George Robertson.
They're not moving us until tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, that's great. Who's that?
This is Hannah.
That's
Who's
nice.
that?
This is for Bobby.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, this is for Bobby in 20 years. Yeah. So what do you do with the new paper there?
Well, I'm not really sure yet. Initially, I'm going to be working on the afternoon edition.
You're going to be a layout editor.
Working on the A section.
And what's your name?
What's my name?
Introduce yourself.
I'm Cindy Fonstein, Prayer.
It's called a Handycam. It's an 8mm version. It's not the VC or the VHS version.
Oh, you can't put that in your VCR?
You can, but well, you can hook it up to the VCR, but the tape needs to be dubbed on a larger tape guitar. Bill Fox. Kenny Rhodes, retiring. Been here 26, 27 years.
Why don't you walk over a mountain or something?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for lunch.
30. Yeah.
Yeah.
House or here? Or,
George Robinson's responsible for
no, okay.
proclaiming lunch break.
So after that, you'll start it to go? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. So by the time you finish taking care of them, it'll be warmer.
Captain for B3 in the north. Okay, just checking. What's there?
If I say
6. Classmate.
Congratulations, yes. This will be an art bed, so just go ahead and send it down.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Too late for that. No, you can do it. I'll send it right back to you. What do you want?
What am I supposed to do?
Here's my illegitimate uncle.
Yeah, that's true.
What have you done for the paper lately?
As little as possible.
When did you start working here?
1952.
Why did you start working here?
I don't know.
Who hired you?
Thornton Boulder.
Who's that?
He was the editor.
Did you know anybody important?
Nope.
Did you ever interview anybody important?
Oh, a few people.
A few people. Are you going to make a killing in the retirement?
No, not really.
Are you going to miss the place?
Yeah, I'm sure.
This is John McLaren. He used to be a reporter here. But he rides his bike to work. What kind of bike is it?
It's a Schwinn. At least that'll open up some space in the bike rack, right, by departure.
So how long have you been here?
Well, I've been here 11 years this time, but then I had a prior tour way back when, in the 50s, late 50s. So it's probably about 13 years altogether.
So how come you didn't go into politics when you had the chance?
Well, basically, I like newspapering better. Although politics and newspapers seem to be equally insecure these days. Professions.
You work for Lionel Van der Linde?
That's right.
Were you his main PR flack or what?
Well, yeah, he hardly needed one though, because he's got quite a way with words himself. But yeah, basically.
So what are you going to do tomorrow?
So what I'm going to do tomorrow, I'll contemplate the thought that for the first time in 33 years I'm jobless, I guess. I mean, I'm not really unemployed since I'm retired, but I don't feel like I'm ready to retire either.
No, not at all. So, you're going to miss this place?
Are you going to miss?
Are you going to miss this place?
Oh yeah, I basically, there are a lot of aggravations like there are in anything, but basically I've always enjoyed the work and just doing that kind of thing.
What's your most treasured moments here? Getting hired?
Well, I don't know.
Right
I
now?
guess certain interviews when it's hard to think of a specific thing, but I guess you can really get a stranger to come open and tell you everything and take to their confidence. I guess that's really the thing.
Have you made a fool of yourself?
Have I what?
Have you made a fool of yourself?
Well, sure. Often.
In your work.
I am. Oh.
This is.
Do you want me to pretend that I'm gossiping on the phone or actually gossiping on the phone?
Well, what's the difference?
Thank you, Helen. I'll tell everyone. What would you like?
How long have you worked here?
21 years.
And what are you going to do with the new paper?
I'm going to be the arts reporter, a position that was created for moi.
Because
Because they hate me.
Because they didn't want you underfoot at the city desk, right?
Right. Well, I guess they were tired of my A1 captions or something. They couldn't take another one of those anymore. So they had to give me the job I always wanted that I asked for 15 years ago.
What will you miss about the Tribune, the Evening Tribune, whatever they called it?
A lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people who took the buyout and a lot of people who are retiring. It's a big loss. It is. I won't be around anymore, and I won't be able to malign them and say things about them anymore and talk about them behind their backs. I'm having a lobotomy this afternoon. When I leave here, I'm reforming. I'm going out of business, and I'm going to.
You mean Gossip Central is closing down?
Yes, it's going to really sort of go underground, or it's just going to be memory. I'm going to have to just rely on other things. So it's a whole new person. It's a whole new me. It probably will last 5 hours or so and under the new organization, but we're going to make an effort to go cold turkey. We really, really are. You notice, I've just cleaned every nasty, bitching, vile thing I ever had out here is gone.
I want to say that the high point of my career has been any story ever edited by Ken Stone.
No. You want to know the truth? There's a story about Ken Stone in today's paper.
Oh yeah?
B3 across the top of the page, a story about actually my wife. She was responsible for getting a playground built in Vista. And our son is pictured in a two-column photo. How has being a newspaper, what is a newspaper marriage like these days? I had one at one point, but my wife became a teacher.
It's very tense when you're both worrying whether you'll have a job. But now that we know we have jobs, it goes very well because we have lots to talk about at night because we can both gossip about the same people.
And where will you be working? What will you be doing?
I'll be covering Superior Courts with the highly esteemed Bill Callahan. I'll be down in the county courthouse, which is the grungiest press room in all of San Diego. Like Neil, if Helen had asked me my ideal job description, this would have been it. So I'm very, very happy.
And does Melissa concur with your assignment?
Well, actually, Melissa isn't very happy about it because I'll be working Monday through Friday, and I was working Tuesday through Saturday, so she'll have one more.
I heard you had your schedule for Sunday.
Yeah.
How old is Melissa now?
3.5.
3.5?
Yeah.
Okay. We have a.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
We'll be seeing you in the new paper. Speaking of the best sports copy editor in San Diego, we have here Peter Clark looking over a proof. He's reveling in his good fortune, having survived the cuts.
Barely survived.
But he's a hard-working son of a gun. Who? What is your title? Going to have a title in the new paper?
Same as usual.
Same
Sports
as usual.
copy editor.
Sports copy editor.
That's it.
What's your schedule going to be?
4 to 12 at night.
Is that something you can live with?
Yeah, I like it.
Good.
I love it.
Good. What have
Able
you?
to sleep in for once.
What have you been working?
4 in the morning till noon.
Oh boy.
So it's a total turnaround.
So are you going to be working the Olympics?
On the desk. I don't know. Not going to be there.
You're not going to be there. Well, you're going to be watching TV, right, with everyone else.
I'll just work at night. That's all I know.
Okay. Well, good luck to you. And here's Charlie Brown, Charlie Smith, Charlie Jones, the best business copy editor in history of San Diego. This is how they've merged the newsroom. This is the financial department. At one point there was a hallway here with a wall, but that wall was taken down and allowing the Union newsroom to merge with the Tribune. They're going to fill up this space here someday. Overlooking the freeway. Neil Morgan's office was dismantled apparently.
American is way up there around 7.
He's the boss, but he's going to become a columnist for the paper. Neil Morgan is finding himself homeless.
Last column.
I guess he's the director of the paper, so it's appropriate to have his seat like that. And on display are the 2 Pulitzer Prizes we won. One for editorial writing and one for local news coverage for a PSA crash in 1978.
The way I dress and my overall shots, you know what I mean?
What do you do around here?
Oh, I work very, very hard. As you can see, I'm the only one working right now. You're taking pictures.
That's right.
So I work very hard. And I'm a friend of Ken Stone's. Do you know him?
Did you know?
You know Ken Stone?
Yeah, I heard about him.
Yeah, he's a pretty nice guy. I call him Studley Do-Right.
That's right.
Don't ask me why, but it kind of reminds me of that.
This is for viewing in the year 2007.
Oh my God!
When Bobby finally gets around to this.
Oh God, they're all going to be wearing white shirts and polka dot ties. They're not going to wear something like this. Isn't this beautiful?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. It is too.
What are you known for?
Consistency. I'm a model of consistency. Yeah. I've been here almost 25 years, and everybody knows and loves me, right?
He's the best at the 60s songs, too.
I'm the best at the 60s and 50s
both
songs.
whistling, rapping, and singing, and humming.
Humming.
And here's the world famous Mark Arnold, who knows a story when he sees one. He goes after with.
That's right.
With great relish.
Did you see the story?
I thought it was excellent.
Great.
Chris thinks it's excellent. Bobby thinks it's
excellent.
excellent.
Oh, you already read it to him?
No, I just told her about it. But But we thank you from the bottoms of our conflict of interest filled hearts. And the only thing I think that could have been worse was Jim Scoveman take the picture since he shot our wedding. And Lola Sherman write the story since she's Bobby's godmother. And I would have edited it, but I didn't get the chance.
Yeah, I was thinking you would put your touch on it or something.
Well, as it turns out, Laurie Scott did a real good job on the headline.
All right. What was the headline? So she had to take care of the kids. So it was like 4 o'clock. We had just bought a couch, and she didn't like it, and she tried to beat me, and I think she dialed the wrong number 2 times, and she was very angry that I hadn't answered her. And so now I'm getting this on tape.
No one's going to see this with Bobby in 20 years.
Yeah.
I'm a hard-bitten news professional.
You can tell.
That's right. You can tell from this guy.
He didn't smile.
He's got a
for
little
about
twitch when
2.5
he gets
months.
angry.
But John Cannon is the best assistant city
oh, is that
editor
like
just
my
out of San Diego.
From too many deadlines.
Anyway, I said okay.
Photo editors examining new technology.
Yeah, see what comes up, if anything.
Print out, you don't need to crop it. I want that flexibility when you put it on the page.
And Rex Salmon, one of my favorite people, who performs admirably as in any of several functions, will be retiring to Nebraska, but will be visiting us frequently. Very nice. Now to use the backlighting. He's known for his special effects. What special effects can you perform for?
Yeah, what's the matter, Sonny? What'd you say? Okay.
No, we're talking about farm animals here.
Oh, farm animals.
What about turkeys and goats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about the vacuum cleaner?
Have you done a vacuum cleaner lately?
No, the floor's pretty dirty.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find one here.
Okay.
Oh, here it is.
Here's a vacuum cleaner.
Light it off.
Where's the plug-in? Or you can use the same effect for the jet landing. Just depends on your imagination. The jet's coming in. Oh, didn't interrupt you to it.
What about your bird collection?
I was eating sunflower seeds.
I
was practicing. Parrots eat sunflower seeds. They want to sing good. Parrots don't sing though.
Oh, I see. Do you do Lolita or something?
Lolita?
Lolita, you know.
Yeah, I don't. That's a little bird up at Wild Animal Park.
They keep replacing the bird. There's about 17.
Oh, there's been 7 of them. Keep dying. They get Lolita out.
It's like Lassie, you know.
Oh, it's like Lassie. I think some of the other parrots kind of take advantage of Lolita. No, it sings. Lolita says,
I left my heart in San Francisco.
Precisely it.
That's the way the birds sing.
There's another bird called Bobby, too.
Floppy? Bobby?
Bobby. There's a bird named
I don't know. What does Bobby do?
Laughs, I think.
No.
Something like that. Whatever. My God.
That's the Western Meadowlark.
Really?
Sparrow.
You can tell by the accent.
The canary.
What's your favorite special effect?
Oh, I don't know. I have so many of them. Sometimes I forget them. I don't do them for years. Oh, maybe I play like a drip.
A drip, a water
drip? Water, yeah.
That's incredible.
That's the drip. And back home we have cisterns, and they would be 75 feet down, and the water's dripping down in here, and you hear it echoing back. That's what it sounds like.
Who are you going to miss around here?
Who are going to miss? Well, the whole troopers. It'd be the situation where you can't come home because many others have left and they come back and visit. But I come back after tomorrow, the whole thing's going to be
different.
totally. Can't come home on this one. You really can't come home.
What's been your favorite job here? What's been your favorite assignment?
Well, I've enjoyed them all really. But I think maybe in North County when I wrote and photographed, I could cover anything I want, write about anything, go anywhere, and had the whole week to do a certain page. I mean, a section, the North County section I've saved out. So possibly that one. But I liked on the photo desk. Really kept on top of the news of what was happening there. So this has been fun too. So I've had fun everywhere. I was editor of Borrego Sun for a while. I enjoyed that. So on the copy desk, makeup editor. So I've enjoyed it all. But I've done everything I want to do here. So I'm ready to leave, move on, reach new heights. Is that smush enough?
What do you do in Nebraska?
Well, run the state.
That's not so hard.
If Governor Kerry could do it, I can too, huh?
Yeah. Oh,
And I've got 2 legs.
Oh.
Glasses got away from me. Bend over. Yeah, my glasses broke. Half of them are missing.
Oh, no.
We can leave it on. Stand by. Go.
Well, just want to say goodbye to Bobby. Hi, Bobby. And Chris, thank you. Enjoyed knowing you. And keep shooting your camera. And keep the old man here under control. So long, there, partner.
Vince, how about your best Duke pose there? Oh, no, I gotta get another one.
Vince Hoddle, what are you going to do tomorrow?
Oh, you're taking shots.
This is heavy ammunition. Vince, I got to thank you for the play on that B3 story.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Is that going to run in North or only? Or?
I hope so. I hope it wins awards for years to come.
I hope so too.
Including you. I hope you win headlines galore. You're on.
Give you about 3 captions at 10
There's the
till...
Tribune newsroom as the
They're all back
troops gather for a speech from head of the
Have my final.
I need to pay her some money. For the cups? Yes. I do too.
I just said the cake is on the way, and Steve said the cake. All these people are here because of the beer. That's tonight. The cake is on the way. As you say, the check is in the mail. The cake will be here in 20 minutes. Has the big weird history across it. We'll smash that one up. And the coffee and have some fun. We have our accelerated January awards. And I want very much to read the names of those who will not be with us starting next week, and let's give them a hand at the end here. Randy Archie, Jim Archuleta, Don Bronick, Julie Grossi, Dick Brumley, Rita Calvano, Lynn Carey, Richard Core, J.D. Crow, Mark Dallin, Mary D'Amico, who has a bit of a Rick Davis, Bob Dietrich, George Disson, Bob DeVero, Bill Fox, Vern Griffin, Abe Gutierrez, Bill Hagan, Jim Henham, Leanne Howard, Karen Kay, John Lamb, Caroline Matthews, John McLaren, John McPhee, Mark Munn, Len Navarro, John O'Keefe, Bill Polk, Kay Prokop, Lenny Poncelan, Jessica Rapido, Jamie Reno, Ken Rose, Mike Richmond, Frank Sabatini, Frank Saldana, Rex Salmon, Roy Schneider, John Siner, Richard Spall, Terry Spillett, Frank Stone, Kathy Taylor, Paul Tellis, Joe Thester, Jimmy Thornton, Steve Pavone, Claude Walton, Anita Walker, Julie Walker, Darla Wells, Bill Wording, and Jim Wright. January contest winners: Mark Olson for the best head on Michael's story, Desert Scorn. The Wadies present Lula. John Kowalczyk for the best feature head in the scene on the Delmar houses with the roof lines. Call it A New Wave. Jim Baird, best news photo for this lovely children's salute to Martin Luther King. Howard Lippin for one of the most remarkable news photographs I've ever seen. I really thought that was an extraordinary graphic art. Got a lot of motion and flow and excitement. Best sports photo goes to Sean Happy. John Cook dropping his glove after sinking a long one. Best local sports story, Nick Canepa, who unveiled the mercenary side of Lou Holtz, Notre Dame. Mercenary Holtz, blinded by his own hypocrisy. What he had to do. Best enterprise story, Sharon Jones on Mrs. America, knocking off her welfare payments. telling me this morning that our plastic surgeons are hiding out down at Cabo San Lucas too, so that part of it doesn't come out. Best spot news, Lola Sherman, who stepped into the breach. Fernando was ailing, and between the two of them did a great job on the poor Mexican with the shovel. Best scene story, Gordon Smith's lovely country store at Campo. And Catherine Balance, best feature story, down the dead, the collapse of the debutante ball in La Jolla. A lovely little page one bright. Best sectional story, Bill Hagan on the Grand Canyon review, a splendid piece of work. Gonna miss that. Best financial story, Ann Perry, Canadian authorities moving in on the penny stock swindler. Best page design goes to Chris Lindblad for the scene page, which matched that bold picture with a very bold head. Knock 'em dead makeup. Best weekly page design to Penny Lingo. This nifty travel cover. Good Alaskan art. Jim Michaels gets a special merit award for this. I put you up for another damn good idea for tomorrow's headline. I mean, 3 or 4 of us arrived at what we thought was a great last day headline, and finish was far better, and we're using it. I love it. We're history, exclamation. Best short story, Kelly Thornton with another Thornton-esque shot here. The Oceanside. Some idiot jumped our 8-foot fence, got in one of our marked police units, put the mic to his mouth, and started singing rap. That's just a perfectly beautiful top quote. Best Saturday column, Jane Clifford on the school nurses. Once again, proud of all of you. Under the circumstances, it's amazing. Thank you all, and the winners, I believe, got some extra money in yesterday's checks. I think that's right. Mr. Whitty, you have some announcements?
No announcements, really. I'd like to thank Sylvia and Pat Dipsey for all the work they've done on the monthly contest, which brought us together once a month. The other contests, too. This is an unexpected experience for all of us, and one we never expected to happen again. I think we can all be proud that when we look back on our careers that we worked for a really good newspaper. And it's the people that count, and I think the staff, it's 191 people that we've had the last few months, is the best staff that I've been associated with in all the 21 years that I've been with the Tribune in 2 different stints. And, we owe a lot to our editor for creating the environment that made us all work hard.
Excellent. Mentioned it in his absence. Bob's work on the transition team was absolutely dogged. Brilliant too, but dogged. I know that dogged. I've heard a lot from your wife about that. In that connection, I have one final little piece of fatherly advice for the 131 of us who are going to do this. Partly because some of us are going for the first time into an AM time slot. We're in a position of receiving a bit of instruction. Coding and mechanics. I just want to urge all of you not to allow that to change anything about what you've been doing or how you've been doing it. And I'm not suggesting any belligerence or uprising, quite the contrary, but I'm simply saying, be yourselves, be proud of what you have done, realize that there wouldn't be 131 of us moving over if all of you weren't coveted for the future. And remember that Helen Copley insisted on the equal merger because she wanted the Tribune spice and excitement, and I believe informality and sense of fun to show in this new paper starting Sunday. Don't forget who you are.
Interesting too, I think that the Tribune readers have mostly stayed with us to the very end.
Where's George Diston? Get over here. Come over. On my way out the door. I was about to say, until yesterday's blessed event, that George was the senior officer departing. Mr. Turley.
Got my camera out when Neil found about taking pictures.
All this last year or two when I've been telling you that I hope things are going to be all right, but I didn't have any good news. It was in between being closeted with that unfortunate man. I've always sworn never to take any glee in anyone's losing their job. I may make an exception.
I'm going to say that we got to mention that there'll be a souvenir for each of you that's not arrived yet, and so those who are leaving, be sure and give us your address. Make sure we have your address where you receive it. And Rex, somebody that's not a couple.
Yes. We haven't cut in on you. Is that my clue? We haven't cut in on you. Anybody want to listen to George for a minute? I don't know if
Everybody's already said it. I've said it before. In almost 40 years, the current days are better than the old days. And the Tribune staff has never been better in all that time. It's been a great group. Bad we're going to see the last of us tomorrow. Kate Crocott couldn't be here. She's had a couple of line operations. She has to pass on her best regards. Worked with all of you.
we're proud to have had you, sir. I will tell you it was a particular pleasure for me to have a managing editor who came to work here 2 years after I did in 1952, and I knew what to expect, Mr. Dissinger, and you never let us down. Thank you. A fine tenure. There may be a few media people drifting up to talk to you. Lenny Bernstein from the LA Times is downstairs. Herb is convening a press conference. He and Jerry and and Karen, they invited me to attend, which it would have been proper, but I said we had this schedule and I would rather be here, so we have no complaint about that. But some of the visiting media will be probably drifting up. I'll talk to you shortly. Hope you have nothing but pride to convey. Although we have a whole lot of different feelings. That's the one I try to wear on the outside. We're coming through with a very strong presence and we'll still be a very dominant force in the San Diego news media. Anybody have any, we're waiting for the cake, we're waiting for the coffee. Check is in the mail.
Yeah, I think it's great that we had this last gathering because it's a chance for some of us to say goodbye, probably the last chance. And I'm really glad to have worked here. And I took 2 days off comp time this week because Jim Mike says get out of here and use it up. And I think people thought I left. I came back. And I'm glad I stuck around. And Neil, you mentioned the word feelings. I think I have a lot of feelings. I know everyone else does. Just all high, good feelings about what's happened in the last, for me, 25 years. And I remember the high points of those years and how things have changed over the years. It's just been fantastic. When I came to work here in 1967, it was like I was coming to work for Stars and Stripes. The military ran this town. I was cleaning out my desk. I found my old Marine Corps dog tag, you know.
For years, as I remember.
Jack Gregg, I think he fought with Custer, though. But I remember how things changed. The anti-war movement came along, you know, and the paper was slow to recognize what was going on. And I remember standing out on the steps of City Hall with this captain, retired Navy captain, who was city councilman, Sam Laughlin at the time. This guy had been at Pearl Harbor, you know, and they're sitting there, and they're standing there really criticizing the people marching, you know, and saying, God, what a bunch of weirdos, and it's sad. And so I was sort of trying to agree with him, yeah. Pretty soon, these little kids walking by, and they wave and said, hi, Dad, it's me, and my little kids on it, Dad. My soon-to-be ex-wife. So that's on the high point. That was another City Hall deal. You know, in those days we didn't have the EPA or Sierra Club wasn't active. We didn't, nobody cared much about sewage. In those days. But I was a young guy in City Hall and I heard about this big pipeline they were building under San Diego Bay that would take everything that we flushed to Point Loma. And then it broken down, you know, and stopped up. So I called the city desk and there was a long silence, you know. And then this voice says, Richmond, nobody gives a crap about sewage unless it's coming out their bathtub. How things have changed. Now they major in sewage in college. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you for the good times.
Right, we've gone full circle. Balance, we put her up for a Pulitzer on sewage.
Also, I remember Joe Stein's party that he had a few years ago. That was great. And one other thing, sometimes I apologize for being in the wrong place. I remember the North Park fire, and I think Hassmeyer had a party in the parking lot. I have to admit, I stayed at the party and watched North Park burn that day, but I've been
I have one last Tribune rumor to track down.
Tribune rumor.
Any truth to the persistent rumors that the papers are being sold?
Any truth to the persistent rumors and papers being sold? I hesitate to stand up here and make a blanket denial. I don't think so. I mean, Helen said yesterday she wouldn't go through all this. Pain and agony for her and others. Her flying tonight on TV, right? Well, I'll deny it on the 13th.
Yeah. Didn't he deny a lot of things in the Nixon administration too?
This is certainly a lousy time to try to sell a newspaper. In terms of the market. Who knows? Who knows? I hope not. I don't think so. I don't. I thought we had a couple more years too, so let's see. We'll see a lot of you tomorrow, I hope. Don't have to come. We'll be around for a couple of, I think maybe events is coming up. Employee relations, our tour expert, is going to set up a couple of press room tours, 10 and 12. For those of you who want to drift by, bring the family and wave goodbye to the Tribune. Everybody's welcome.
What do they estimate they'll run? How many copies do you think will run tomorrow?
Anybody have any information?
They've been talking about 10,000 extra.
10,000 extra is what I heard. Well, 10,000 extra for the souvenir package, and by the way, all of you next week, including everybody whose name I read, will be able to pick up a souvenir package just by going by circulation window, some desk. I don't know what they're setting up, but everybody has one of those awaiting them, which is, of course, the last Union, the last Tribune, and the first Union-Tribune. They are, I know, printing 10,000 extra of each for that purpose. I don't know how many additional. I think we've ordered up 500 extra.
Yeah, we have, and the press run will be in the 150, 160 copies.
Bedell guesses 150,000 press run. So there'll be plenty of last.
If we kept that up, we wouldn't be here, Rick.
That's true.
Ted? Party news?
Yeah, I want to remind everybody about the party tonight. This, I know I've gotten a couple calls from people who are leaving that said they didn't really feel like celebrating, but this is really kind of our last bash and a chance to say goodbye to everybody who's going, as well as to kind of get acquainted with people across the hall for those of us who are going to be staying. So I hope everybody can come. We've got a room that I hope is big enough, but everyone's to bring your significant others, your families, whatever. It should be. Hope it be a good time. It'll certainly be kind of a mixture of a happy and sad occasion. So please come if you can. I'm still accepting some donations. Apparently we have almost enough to cover the dam, but I found out that most of the funds for this party came from out of pocket from someone who would rather be unmentioned across the hall. But if we get any extra, it'll go back to reimburse that. So.
Jeff, Catherine Ballant is desperately seeking advice on what
to wear.
Can you provide any?
No, I don't really know what to tell Catherine to wear. I mean, she always.
What are you gonna wear?
Yeah.
What are you gonna wear?
I've never seen this room, but I'm told it's fairly elegant.
Disco, isn't it, Ted? Disco.
Disco, wear your polyester, I guess.
Double knit, yeah.
And you're going to tell Fernando if his group can play Satin Doll, I'll sit.
Yeah, I heard Neil Morgan is going to be sitting in with the band tonight, so that alone should be worth coming for.
I can get a few numbers in.
So if you want to chip in, just stop by my desk. I'll be packing all day today, but Anyway, I hope whether you contribute or not, I hope everybody can come.
Preston, it makes me uneasy that you're not asking any questions.
Well, I'm in pre-op. I'm going to my gossip lobotomy this afternoon. Chad, I am wearing Catherine's debutante gown.
All right.
You wear it, Sean.
We are trying to get this designer and doing some freelance columns. I don't know how that's going to work out, but I hope it works out. We have a whole lot of people who would miss you terribly. I want to tell you, San Tribune, wonderful column. Better keep doing something. Yeah, we all do. John, thank you. Any of you graphics people have any previews of Sunday's debut? I know Allison has presented us with a pre-run travel section already. That has some of the trademark. Here's the commemorative section. Rick, are you in here?
Yep.
Yep. I really look forward to reading Rick's story. He's found out more stuff about me than I remember. Used to be a reporter myself about it. Not really disappointed that Channel 10 and 39 got the choice news location right below the index. I mean, the choice ad location. Must have paid for that. that tells a story right there.
He's working his feet.
Cake time? Let's see it. All right. First cake's here. Two to come. Who's cutting? Oh. All right. Coffee's over this way. So drift around and try hard not to do any work.
That's right.
All right, let's try the movie. Go.
No, the big news was a press conference downstairs in which they announced that there was going to be a merged newspaper.
You're kidding.
No, really.
Wait, there's going to be a new newspaper?
That's right. It's going to be It's going to be rewritten in broadcast style so the TV stations will have a place to get their news.
Helmer, you're UPI. What are you going to do tomorrow?
You want a phone call?
I think I'm going to, well, I'm off tomorrow, so I think I'll just get up early, have a couple beers, wait till the new Union-Tribune is delivered to my doorstep about sunup, and then...
This will be ready right after that.
This is true, and, well, I think I'll just kind of take it easy the rest of the day.
How's set on you?
Mike, show that. Show it. Are these your sisters?
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean? You get personal now.